Welcome back to the Step Sergeant Podcast. Thank you for joining us and being stuck with us. I'm your host, Tim Hunsaker, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Eric Hunter,
Wow.
and Nassim Johnson.
This town ain't big enough for two of us to be stuck, brother. Not big enough.
That's something that's big enough.
Oh, yeah. How we doing, step listeners? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi. How hard are you? All right. What we got for the
Damn. Today's topic is, what's the most creative corrective action you've seen or done, and what did you or they do to deserve it?
Wow, man. This is a fucking good one. I can't think of shit for that. That's fucking gay. Go ahead. Y'all talk. I'll be done. Remember some shit.
I mean, the one that brought this idea on is actually a story I shared with Hunter of
Sorry, don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
The fucking the clock shit.
Oh yeah, the clock.
Yeah.
Like wear the watch.
Yeah,
Wear the clock.
that was one that, my old platoon sergeant before we went to Afghanistan did.
Yeah, she was sexy.
No, it was good.
Slave ass clock.
The one that came to mind that kind of brought up the idea for the topic was the ROTC cadet that kept on leaving his rifle everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And so one of the other dudes, because he's like, I enjoy fuck games, was he like handed him an e-tool when he came back from chow, and was like, he was like, hey, rifle's in the pit, start digging. And he went out there and dug for like a couple of hours, and like the CSM or the first sergeant came by and asked him what he was doing, and he was like, I'm looking for my rifle. And he was like, well, keep at it and bury all your holes, like bury all the holes when you're done. He just kept going. And then finally he was like, oh shit, like he's fucking with me, and went and asked for his rifle back, and he gave it to him. And I was like, oh, like, bravo, I love it.
Also brave man, because I probably would have committed to like
Actually digging
while I was out there. If somebody came and asked, I probably wouldn't actually said while I was
Yeah, but this
there.
is an ROTC cadet we're talking about.
True.
So, like apparently he was strong, but not smart. Because this was an ongoing issue with him leaving his shit around. Or just not taking his weapon.
They tried to shit on us recently about that too. Apparently like some of the DC boys left like a some shit on the train or some shit like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean,
like a manifest or some shit like that too. I was like, but
there was one about somebody leaving it in the bathroom.
Yeah, one in the bathroom too. It's crazy.
I think that was like an MP's pistol or something.
Damn. Good job.
It'd be like that, man.
Fucking man pleasers.
Man, and the crazy part is like, I don't know, man. My pistol just never came out of my holster. I don't care if I was taking a shit or not. Like I could quick draw from my my shitting position if it was still in the holster.
Motherfucker fuck around, kiss his Glock dookie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah, you wanna pop this bitch open? I'll be ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sequence of bloops and rounds. Fuck around with them.
It'll probably help me finish my shit because it'll probably scare the shit out of me.
Motherfucker, just come out, evacuate my shit.
If anything, you'd be doing me a favor because I felt like when I was in Afghanistan, I was constipated half the fucking time. So, might have also just been taking shit in a porta john all the time.
Play shitty games, win shitty.
No, I think the clock is probably the most creative, hands down, corrective action. Because that's, we'll call it, I mean, if we're talking about just straight up smoking, I feel like we did talk about, we had one on just like getting smoked. Like, what was the craziest thing you ever got smoked for?
Yeah.
And so I guess this kind of goes along those lines, but I'd like to say that one, and then me having to write that essay about the cones.
Yeah,
that was
my dog cone.
But I feel like the reason why that was so creative is because I made it, like the way I wrote the essay is I took it as literal as possible.
Yeah.
Which definitely made it that much better.
That clip of that actually can be viral on TikTok.
Oh, nice.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Good job.
Everybody now knows.
Everybody now knows. Yeah.
I ran over a cone. I ran over 2 cones, but
damn.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Oh damn! Not even thinking about it. I probably got subconsciously influenced by it. Like just randomly. We did the fucking DUI shit the other day with the goggles. And I was out there like every time they hit a cone, I was like, damn, bro, you just killed fucking dog, bro. You don't hear that baby crying? all type of shit, bro. It's fucked up, bro.
Tell them they got to write a letter to Mr. and Mrs. Cone.
I was telling them they had to go to the wake and shit. Yeah, see, I should have fucking remembered, bro.
They'll never fucking do that shit again. I never hit a Cone since.
I was asking them if they was gonna go to the funeral, get a T-shirt, all type of shit. Man.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about the letter.
Yeah. Get one of them wristbands.
Yeah. Shit fucked up, man.
It's crazy.
Gone too soon, bro. All of them cons gone too soon. I thought motherfuckers hitting the fuck out them cons too, but there's a fucking tornado, bro. Motherfucker backed up, hit it again. I was like, all right, bro. At this point, you gotta commit. Just run the whole cone.
Hey, bro, you dead up there? All right, hold up.
Don't go. I'm like, damn, bro, you a repeat offender, bro. They dead, bro.
Literally talking about parking the bus on him.
Like, damn, bro. Threw a motherfucker under the bus and just kept hitting his ass.
Damn.
Fucked up, bro.
The other one, which I actually put in the thing, was my buddy at basic training that had to introduce his feather to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, dude. That one was probably in the top. This is in the top 5. It's got to be in the top 5.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I don't think I got... There was no crazy... Yeah, there was no crazy corrective action besides when I had to write that 500-word essay, and then my drill sergeant just ripped it up. He's like, "Is this 500 words, private?" Yes, sergeant. Rip. Didn't even read a word of it. He just looked at the paper. Rip. You know, that shit hurt me to my core. I'm telling you, man. Like, I definitely won't fuck that up again because I don't want to have to write this for you to not read it. Like, fuck, I put time and effort and my soul into my writings. And
blood, sweat, tears, brother.
Anyway, first comment.
First comment.
All right, first comment. This guy says, when I was a drill sergeant, there was this tree with a low-hanging branch that the soldiers just loved to slap when they walked by. I don't know why. It was every class, though.
Pause, by the way. Go ahead.
Slap the tree.
Slapping the tree dick. Giving him a little tug on the way. Like, what the fuck? Go ahead, my bad.
I would always make them apologize to the tree. But not just I'm sorry. They had to in-depth about how they love the tree or how they were wasting its oxygen. One guy even apologized for the genocide we committed against the tree's family.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
I'm so sorry we turned all of your children, all 800 of them, into paper.
I'm so sorry that the rest of this area we're training in used to be your cousin. I'm so sorry we did that shit, bro.
And then he also said when I was a PVT at my first unit, my first sergeant made me carry around a straw with a post-it note that he made to look like the guide on when I forgot it after PT one day.
So, speaking of which, I can't remember why the fuck this happened, but somebody did get cooked up one time. But it was one they liked, so fucking with them just to fuck with them. That's why I thought it had to be a dumb reason. I never got the actual reason. But they had this motherfucker keep a spoon on him as an inspectable item. Like, anytime they call on you, motherfucker, you need to add that spoon. This motherfucker hold it up and present the spoon. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah. We kept fucking up. The drill sergeants would tell us we were fucking up so much we were fucking down. And you know how they'll like kick you back to neither of you guys did OSET, did you? You did OSET. No?
No, not exactly.
We got kicked back down to red face, yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about we were like about to graduate and we got kicked all the way back to red face, and then they were like, "You guys are still fucking up," so they wrapped our flag up. And so we were just carrying around a pole with the flag wrapped up. And then we kept fucking up after that. So they took the top part off. And we were just carrying the bottom half
of
the guide.
That's all we had.
You just literally had a spear.
Yeah.
I think we got phased down one time, bro. It was like for a day or some shit, bro.
Bro, no, we had to do that shit for like a week. And it even went through the weekend. So like we weren't allowed to go anywhere that weekend. Like we lost our pass and everything. And like one of our drill sergeants, the one we had that Saturday, he was like marching us, and they wouldn't even let us sing cadences. So he's just sitting there marching us to chow, and he was just like, doing the left, and like the 1, 2, 3, 4, and he even was like, "This is fucking boring.
Yeah.
And we're like, come on, just sing a cadence. He's like, no, privates, y'all keep fucking up. He's like, you don't get cadences. I'm bored, and y'all are fucking this up for me.
Motherfuckers had to turn the radio off.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what they used to tell us when they hold us like that. Be like, nah, the radio's fucking off. Be like, damn, no radio, bro.
That's crazy.
Fucking radio,
Never even thought about it like that, but yeah.
Turn
That was like our
off.
little bit of joy that we got in a fucking day was calling a cadence.
You know, speaking of which, I got fucking flamed up one time, right? I was PG, and they, for some reason, gave me a new APG. I can't remember how the fuck that shit happened. But, apparently, right, and at this point, I had noticed it, but it wasn't something that, like, I don't know, I didn't pay enough attention to it, apparently. But, so there's, like, an order of march whenever y'all go to the DFAC and shit, right? Mm-hmm. But we would never discuss the order of march. It was kind of like an unspoken thing we just knew. You get what I'm saying? Like, whenever it was switch, I feel like there was always, like, a drill sergeant or some shit. Be like, y'all going first or some shit like that. It'd be quick. You get what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't even be something to super discuss. So, they put my APG on blast one day and had her lead the formation. And she goes to take their ass out, like, march us. But she skipped one of the platoons. Like, she fucked up the fucking order of march. Shit was kind of going so quick, I didn't even notice. Bro, this motherfucker parked us, bro. Like, our drill sergeant just come out fucking tweaking, losing his fucking mind, and he parked us. Like, right on the side of the road, parked the whole formation, and just started cooking our ass the fuck up, and exclusively cooking me, bro. Like, how the fuck you just gonna let this shit happen? What the fuck? You been doing this shit for too long to be fucking this shit up. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry, bro. He's like, after this fucking radio off, bro, I'm tired of this bullshit. And we just took the march of shame.
The march of shame.
Bro, the march of shame, bro. Fucked up, man. Fucked up, bro.
Damn.
We had a response.
All right.
We had a response.
This dude said, I had a chief on deployment that had a serious incident with a $60,000 tuner loader early in his career. They let him keep the steering wheel. He took it around with him, and anytime someone had a safety incident, they had to carry the wheel everywhere. Shower, chow, missions. If they left the wheel alone, we were encouraged to take it and rat them out.
Oh, wow. You know what I think of when you say that? I think of your buddy ordering the wrong door.
The wrong door.
And they hanging that door up. I mean, you can't make him carry that around, but it is that reminder. That is a fucking lore building story right there.
That's some good ass lore.
Yeah. That immediately, as soon as you're like, they let him keep the wheel, I was like, and they kept the door. Yeah. That's immediately what came into my head. That's a good story.
The door.
Immortalized door.
Yeah, it's just a big ass white door too, like just right at the top, just hanging up in the ceiling right there.
That's not even a corrective action. It's just a reminder.
It's like, hey, you fucked this up.
I think that should be so funny. It just gets to the point leadership doesn't even know why it's there, and it's just there.
Because eventually that entire chain of command is going to just be different, and all the people in that are going to be different, and then there's going to be you and the guy who ordered the wrong part. And eventually he's going to go back there. You're probably not because you're not in Utah anymore. But he's eventually going to go back there for something and be like, somebody's going to be like, what the fuck is up with this door? Yeah. Or he's going to be like, why have you guys left this thing here? It's like fucking 15 years down the road.
And that might be the fucking end up in error, bro. Like, they might get it removed just because of that. Nobody knows anymore.
You know what? Because that was on the tech side, too. And so that was at, like, one of the main maintenance facilities for, like, Olaf Camp Williams.
Oh, wow.
And, he's no longer works there. Obviously, I'm not there anymore. But, like, his supervisor's gone. He retired because he was our first sergeant at our unit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he retired. And then most of the other staff, I want to say, probably have retired within the last 8 years as well.
Man. So nobody there probably knows the story of that door.
I mean, there is a dude there that we called Beef. He got there after I left. But I know him just because we call him Beef because he's a fat ass.
That tracks.
He's a good dude, though. Good dude. But he, like, started, he's like a fucking PFC when he got the job. We gave him so much shit. But he might be the one that still knows the story. Because he's not going anywhere That dude's gonna be there till he dies.
Beef, if you ever hear this, you gotta strive to be 93% lean. You gotta strive, bro.
You can't do the 80%. We need that 93.
Yeah, man, we gotta get a different outlook on this beef.
Oh, dude,
What would his nickname be if he wasn't fat? Would you change? Would you just call him lean? Lean beef,
corned beef.
corned beef. Gotta get you some of that corned beef, boy. Shit builds character.
Well, I can't even remember what I was there for. I might have been there for like a signature or something, but I was AGR already, so I don't recall why I was there. But Beef had just got this like big ass sleeve done.
Oh, nice.
And it looked super cool, and I was like, oh, dude, like, I like it, whatever. And I almost didn't recognize him. He had lost so much weight in the last 2 years, right? He's still a big dude, right? Just kind of like a bigger guy, I guess is a good way to put it. But he lost a decent amount of weight. And everybody, after they saw, because he had it like, he was wearing like a long sleeve shirt, so nobody could see that he got it done. But then he was like doing something, got oil over him or something like that, and he was like taking that off and then changing out what he had wrapped on it, right? And for one, I was like, I'm a little surprised that you didn't fucking like put saran wrap on that shit since you work around like cars and oil and stuff. 100%. For one, and then everybody saw he got it, and everybody came and just slapped the shit out of it. Oh no! And I was like, dude, that's so fucked up. Oh no! Oh, dude, like, and I'll
somebody would have got fucked.
No, yeah. Oh, first of all, like, I don't agree with that at all because I know how much that shit costs, and that's just fucking wrong.
Somebody would have got fucked, bro.
But
bent over. I mean, fucked up.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
I will fuck you. He means up, right?
He was gonna finish that up, I promise.
Anyway,
next comment.
I had to fill sandbags in Iraq once as a corrective measure. Took a leak on a T-wall instead of walking 10 minutes to the pisser. Could have probably run, but the birthing trailer I was in, we were having our weekly poker game with hooch we got from home mailed in, so I couldn't let them go inside. And they probably saw which trailer I came out of because of the roving patrol. Roving patrols had NBGs. Instead, I took the L and let them bring me in. I got told as punishment to make a wall of sandbags around the camp commandant's office trailer. When I stated shit was ankle high, I finished my 5 days sun up to sundown with it being neck high. 3 bags deep around the entire single wide trailer. Just let me in a pit with an e-tool and a pickaxe. The worst part was that the pit was on the path to the chow hall, so of course everyone would see me. That was the worst part. My Marines would stop by and drop off water and Gatorade on their way back from chow. I dug so deep in the sand pit, I actually hit water.
Oh my fucking goodness.
And had to relocate because the bottom was turning into mud. Still a better punishment than losing the stripe I just pinned on a few weeks prior. Thank you, Staff Sergeant and First Sergeant Camp Commandant, for letting me sweat it out rather than dropping the paperwork.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, A, kudos.
Yeah.
B, that dude's fucking a real hero. That motherfucker was like, man, I could sell the boys out and I could just get gone and they'd never catch me, but they would catch all those motherfuckers drinking on fucking Title 10 orders. And that's like, yeah, that's it. Like, that's, yeah. Nah, hey, man. Kudos. You a real fucking OG. Like
took the L, man.
That motherfucker took that L and then and then proceeded to be a hero.
Hey, bro. True sportsman, bro. True sportsman.
Built motherfucker struck oil.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I love that story. That's a great one. That's my number one story so far. Yeah. And only because I just really like it. It's not like ridiculously funny, but it's an awesome story. Like, I'd hear that, I'd be like, fuck yeah, man. I'll buy you a beer for that.
That'd be bad, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
I'd be friends with that guy, even if he is a Marine. I'll just buy him.
Damn.
I'll buy him crayons to go with it.
Even if he is a crayon, much.
Most of my Marine associates are their associates not friends for a reason?
Yeah, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Don't get me text me. Fuck you, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
Get off my phone, bitch.
I like them. I like them. It's just we usually have different interests.
Nah, not me. Not for this one.
Takes a specific mindset for each branch. I feel like to commit to each branch, and the Marine mindset and my mindset just don't match.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, the specific person that we see on a relative basis kind of did some shady shit with one of the people that we worked with, so I lost all respect for that.
They're going to use that to gaslight you and call you a bitch, by the way.
Oh, because
he's too pussy for supervise.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. They're gonna be like, yeah. It's because you're just too much of a bitch. That's your mindset. You just got a bitch mindset. Sure, yeah, I got a bitch mindset.
Ass bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I got a bitch mindset. Yep. I also know a lot of Marines that ain't deployed, and I deployed within the first 3 years of my first contract. So what do we want to talk about?
Clock it, Pooh. Pop your shit, baby. Pop your shit.
Any of them that have deployed, I'll let them talk as much shit as they want to me. Any of them that haven't, they can't say shit. So we'll leave it there.
It's fair.
Yeah, put your dick up. Yeah, put your little shit up.
We'll pull that shit out and compare. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm about, son.
Yeah, size up, bitch. Yeah, whip out. Let me see that shit.
Anyway,
10 dicks.
10 dicks. Next question.
Yeah.
So this one comes from the Swedish Army.
That guy has a bigger dick.
Maybe.
And
I've heard of some badass Swedish.
Probably gummy and red. Probably the size of a
fish. I was like, "Where's this? Oh, Swedish fish."
Yeah.
I've heard. I mean, you know.
Is it at least the bigger Swedish fish, or is it like the little?
Well, hey, I just said he's got a bigger dick than me. Nah. We can't. No, man. No, man.
Micro, baby.
Not me.
Tweezer dick.
I don't piss and it get on my balls. I'm just gonna say it like that.
It shit piss and it spread. It fans. It fans, bro.
Fucking your Native American name is Sits While Peeing.
Yo.
Oh man. All right. So this dude says, back in the day, my buddy, who was the sniper team leader at the time, came by my room and asked if I wanted to join him for some extra training. One of his soldiers had conveniently missed the day's ruck march because of a doctor's appointment. I said yes, grabbed my kit, and followed him down to the barracks. We picked up the guy, told him to get his shit together, and then went to the guardhouse to arrange transport. A vehicle dropped us off roughly 30 kilometers from the regiment. Somewhere out there on a gravel road in the middle of nowhere, we handed him a map and told him to make his way back. My buddy and I took the rear and followed behind him, quite content, through the snowy, dark Swedish night.
Hell yeah. See? First off, only the Swedish snipers would be like, hey man, let's go get some extra training in.
Yeah, let's start there.
I mean,
fuck no. Y'all got it. That is fucking crazy.
That is wild. That's good. I like it. I like that. That's a good
I like that one too.
That's a good story. I like hearing from other militaries besides our own and the way they do things, and they do shit the same way we do most of the time, just different. Same but different.
Same.
I mean, the conveniently missing shit for a doctor's appointment. Like, I love that 2 and 2 get put together.
Oh yeah. I mean, that shit's always
that's just that's a given.
That's like shit. Civilians do that shit. Like, oh man, I got my dog's niece's brother's.
Bro, it's my dog's recital, bro.
Yeah, my dog's recital.
My dog's quinceañera, man.
Shit. First off, if your dog makes it to 15, that's impressive.
That is impressive.
You've been taking care of that fucking dog.
Oh, that shit's impressively alive, bro.
That's awesome.
It's cap.
I'd want to be at your dog's quinceañera.
Hold up. You just reminded me of something that I heard on the radio the other day. Some dude was like clowning the shit out of somebody that called in because they were calling in to invite the radio hosts to their dog's wedding with their friend's dog or some crazy shit. It was something I've never heard of. It was quite interesting.
Canine betrothal.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Oh, they chose the
what
shit
are we
out
talking about? Yeah.
Stand Dan from the Police Officers Association.
Oh, that guy. That guy calls all the time.
Oh, who is this guy? New lore.
Well, he's trying to get you to donate to some foundation.
I don't think it's a real foundation.
I don't know.
Well, I would assume not, but
I mean, cool.
shout out fan.
Next comment?
Yeah, next comment. Yeah, my bad.
All right. So this dude said more of an Uno reverse on a punishment, more so than the actual punishment. When I was a young Joe during a conversation with a newly promoted E5 team leader, I pissed him off by arguing that NCOs use their rank to punish lower enlisted when they're frustrated rather than communicating with their troops to improve. Punishment versus professional development. Anyhow, he proceeded to smoke me for hours. Push-ups, fluttered kicks, mountain climbers, etc. I didn't grumble or argue, just stayed silent and did whatever exercise he ordered. Eventually, he ordered me to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb while doing yet another round of push-ups. I replied I didn't know the words. Of course, he questioned me and doubted my claim, but he knew he'd have to sing it himself in order to teach me the words. He dismissed me with a get the fuck out of my face kind of response. One of my prouder moments as a dumbass E2.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Look, that's just fucking look. Unless there's like some value behind it where other people will laugh at you and you can all laugh about it later, I usually don't agree with like wild ass smokings like that. Like if it's just me and you and I'm just like doing some corrective action push-ups and like there's literally no one else around and I'm like, all right, start singing Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's fucking weird. Now if I got you in front of a group and like I'm making you sing Mary Had a Little Lamb and everybody's like laughing about it, like cool. I mean, you get a little embarrassed, we all laugh. You probably don't do it again because you remember the embarrassment, like that type of stuff. Right. But if I'm just making you sing that shit randomly, that's weird.
Especially like individually, like by yourself like that. Yeah. It's like it reminds me of like you making them say like when they're doing push-ups, like we can't
get right. Yeah. Oh, bro.
Like that kind of shit. Like that's funny, and they should remember that kind of moment.
Also, the irony of the situation is, bro had an anger boner. That's why he smoked him.
Oh, 100%. Like this
the whole message.
This guy saying he was a dumbass too. Like, I can't not agree with him because, like, and I wouldn't even say I was a newly promoted E5. Like, I'd been an E5 for a while and got pissed off by something else that was happening, and then my Joes pissed me off over something that I would generally just be like, hey, here's what y'all did wrong, this is the right way, and been like, if you do it again, then we're gonna, we'll get our time back, right? And then just moved on. But no, like, I let him have it, like, because I was already mad.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of get where he's coming from, because, like, sometimes it happens that way. Shit rolls downhill.
Right? Yeah. And you know what? So when I got promoted to E5 and we were at like AT or something, and we were coming back from AT, and everybody wanted to like, you weren't showering out in the field or whatever, all the other random bullshit we had going on. We were eating fucking defect food or whatever the fuck the cooks made for us. So of course everybody wanted to go get their little fucking fatty foods from McDonald's or whatever as soon as we got back into civilization. And I told them all before we left, I was like, hey, Platoon Sergeant, this is what he laid out for me to give to you guys. Like, we got to get back. And after we do what needs to happen at the armory, like, we'll dismiss you guys to go, clean up, get out, and come back. We'll give you like 2 hours, and then we'll wrap everything up, like clean weapons when you guys are done. They took that as when we get back, we get 2 hours. Like, so we said, like, when things we had to do, fuel up the vehicles, make sure the vehicles were all parked on line, like, all that normal stuff. And then all we'd have to do left is clean weapons, and then we'd be done. And like half of them brought the vehicles to where we fuel it up and then just fucking left. So there's just this fucking line sitting at my fucking fuel point, and they just all get gone. And like my platoon sergeant sees this, and he's like freaking out and yelling at me because he's like, bro, like why are all the soldiers at? Why are they not in the Humvees like fucking fueling up the trucks? And I'm like, news to me, like I wasn't out there. I was like fucking checking in, making sure our weapons were all accounted for and making sure everything made it back okay and whatnot. So then I'm like calling them like, hey, where the fuck are you guys? They're like, oh, you said we'd get to leave. I'm like, oh, y'all better bring your fucking asses back right now. That's the only time I ever really sat down and spoke people besides at RSP. Like I only spoke people like 2 times in my military career, and it was then at RSP. So, but and one of my buddies said that I never would have smoked him if I wasn't E5. I'm like, motherfucker, you didn't listen to a fucking word I said. I'd have smoked you whether I was a damn been an E5 for 5 years or just got promoted. Like that was fucking dumb. So I don't know. And to this day, I still think I would have smoked them. Even if it happened right now, I probably still would have smoked them.
It's fair.
So,
all right, we had a couple of comments or responses. So first one said, I always found it weird that NCOs can do that in the Army, but that would count as hazing in the Marines. That's bullshit because the Marines do a lot worse shit. Like
I've had shit. They actually haze people. Like
I've got plenty of friends that were in the Marine Corps that moved to the Army afterwards, and I've heard some wild ass stories.
Yeah.
Of all branches, sure, you can make someone do shitty PT during normal unit PT, but you can't just have someone just start pushing as a punishment anytime you want outside of boot camp. Also bullshit.
It's corrective action.
That's why it's called corrective action, exactly.
I mean, and at any point they can refuse it, but then you just put it on paperwork. Like, this is the unspoken rule. Like, you can take these push-ups, or we can do the paperwork. Like, your choice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
I had a platoon sergeant who never smoked anybody, but that motherfucker would slap some paperwork on you in a heartbeat because he ain't give you a choice. It was you fucked up. You got counsel. So I'll take getting smoked over the counseling.
Yeah, you getting smoked is the verbal counseling.
Yeah.
So, anyway, next response was this was the original guy, the OP said this was the late 90s, so I don't know if it has changed, but it was prevalent at the time, and it didn't matter if it was good or bad leadership, the mentality stayed the same. In general, though, I had some great NCOs that did actually develop their troops.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I like to think that I do a good job of explaining, like, hey, this is where your deficiencies were, this is how you can do better type deal.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, the way it was explained to me, it was when, because I've always been the kind of NCO that's going to first talk to the group, let them know what they did wrong, and explain to them the deficiency, and then correct it verbally, right? Without any punishment of any kind. Like, it's literally like, hey, like, did you guys know that you did this wrong? Okay, if you didn't know that what the right thing is, here's the right thing to do. Let's not have it happen again. And then if it happens again, that's when we're going to have problems, right? Because you didn't listen to what I had to say when I was trying to professionally develop you as a group of soldiers or trainees or whatever. And now we have a problem, right? And so the way it was always explained is like, for all of my soldiers, is they were like, you're like the favorite uncle that nobody wants to make mad because we know we fucked up when you're the one making us do the corrective action.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like the way that I would handle it was different than any of the other NCOs. Because like I got those NCOs that, you know, that were in our unit that would immediately go straight to just yelling, screaming, and just like fucking up the whole situation. And then I had those NCOs that were just like, it's fine. And it's like, no, I mean, we still need to uphold the standard. But there is in my opinion, there's a fine line. Like, if they don't know what they did wrong, teach them what they did wrong.
Yeah.
Show them what right looks like. And if they still fuck it up, that's when you can correct it.
Yeah, I get a lot of soldiers that would come to me out of, like, sometimes I wouldn't even be their team leader or something whenever we finally got more NCOs in my platoon, and it wasn't just me. And I finally got to step down from fucking acting platoon sergeant, and I was just a team leader. Some of the soldiers would still come up to me when they fucked up, and because they knew if they went to the other sergeants, they would just get smoked or yelled at or called an idiot, whatever. And I would at least be like, okay, well, so it's fucked up. You already know that. Like, here's how to fix it. Like, if you can't fix it, then that's when we have a problem. But if you can fix it, hey, fix it. And now you know what you did wrong and how to correct it. So you shouldn't do it again. If you do it again, hey, that's on you, buddy. But yeah, that's always how I was. I mean, I feel like I was raised by pretty good NCOs. So
yeah. last response was the same dude talking about how that stuff doesn't happen in the Marines or something like that. He said, I'm pretty sure it's still a thing, at least within the last 5 years or so. Personally, I'd prefer it over paperwork for certain things if done right. I'd take an hour of Slayfest over a page 11 or 6105.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take push-ups over paperwork.
Over paperwork, yeah. Because the push-ups aren't going to follow you for your whole career, like the correct, like paper is. You know what I mean?
Also, I hate even doing regular counselings.
Yeah,
you want me to
quarterly
do
counselings?
Yeah, like man, I just hate doing the paperwork. Like, you want me to fucking sit down and do this paperwork too? Fuck me. All right. And nobody likes to be the bad guy unless you just are that kind of person, a sadist.
All right, sorry. I agree. I was reading the next comment. So next comment. And this just sounds shitty in general. So dude said he left a light on in an MRAP once at Camp Dwyer. Had to fill HESCO barriers the next day with an e-tool. Christmas morning.
Damn.
The only dirt was moon dust. So that took forever.
Damn.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, that's a rough one. Luckily, I've never been one of the ones that had to fill sandbags or anything crazy like that.
I'm too good of a bitch. I'll never.
I mean, I've had to do that for like floods response and shit like that, but
yeah, we've had the flood responses and everything like that, and like we've had people who've had to fill sandbags, but it's just...
I've never had to do it like with a shovel. We always had like the fucking big ass sand things. Oh, and you just put the bag and it like hooks on, and they like release it and then put it back down, and then you just tie it.
Oh no, yeah, no,
it's fucking dope.
The closest I came to that was I had to operate the bulldozer, and I had to move the dirt from one spot to another, or like the sand from one spot to another. As the people who were shoveling it ran out of sand, I'd have to go give them more sand. But I wasn't the guy who had to stand out there and fill up the bags. Because, hey man, 12 November, being the only 12 November in a bunch of Bravos sometimes has its privileges.
Oh, I mean, I just was privileged because I was the only one with the freaking driver's license. And so because we had, I don't know who chose the team that we had, but it was like the engineers and the MP, and not the MP, excuse me, and the MI. Well, the MI doesn't have anything other than Humvees. Yeah. And then the engineers, only like so many of us showed up because it wasn't a requirement. It was a volunteer, we volunteered to be there. And then of those of us that showed up, not everybody was licensed on like a HEMT. Right? And so it was me licensed on a HEMT, my buddy licensed on a HEMT, and two others. And so they were like, cool, like the four of you are not allowed to do anything else. And we have to have one guy back here as a reserve driver. And so we would rotate out that reserve driver because they just didn't do jack. They just had to sit there at the armory. That was like our main base. Yeah. But like, so I wasn't really the one filling the sandbags, but I was kind of watching them do it. And then one day I did help a little bit because they were taking for fucking ever to fill my truck. And, but for the most part, it's just drive.
I believe that, yeah.
But anyway, I just can't imagine filling HESCO barriers with you in dust. It just doesn't.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun.
No. Especially with an e-tool, because it's not. I don't know if you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's not even like curved and
the little HESCO barrier thing. The
little tiny hole in the side of it.
In the side. Like it's
and like
not even like
the e-tool's damn near flat.
Yeah.
So it's not like cupping it and holding it. You're just like, and it's like, oh my god, that would just be miserable.
I'm just imagining this.
Fucking miserable.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, next comment. A weapon outside the shower was a 550 cord leading. What? A weapon outside the shower with 550 cord leading into the shower. The soldier kept leaving their weapon behind, and someone got sick of it and tied it to their wrist and told them not to be caught with it separated from themselves. We were in Iraq during IOF or OIF. Still makes me giggle. A soldier carrying a brick with their ID taped to it. This was in AIT before barcodes and chips were on the card. He said, one of my drill sergeants loved to do fashion shows when someone showed up in the wrong uniform. This was after everyone was in bed. The soldier was woken up during the drill sergeant's overnight shift and given a verbal combo of uniform items to put on and return wearing with a ridiculously short amount of time to complete it. Things like PT shorts, uniform top, white socks on the left foot, black socks on the right foot, PT shoes, one canteen, an e-tool cover, and handbook.
Damn.
I really hope he rolled D10 with the inventory list and just had at it. It was annoying because it woke me up, but funny to watch the combos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had to play the changing
fashion,
game,
yeah.
so, you know.
I mean, like, the day we were supposed to go to the range, like, our drill sergeants, you know, I feel like they do stuff to, like, kind of make you laugh and, like, calm you down so that when you go out there, you're not, like, stressed out.
Yeah.
And so that's something they did, which they gave us plenty of time, but, like, in the beginning, they were like, all right, privates, like, PTs, come on down, and then, like, we're all putting on PTs and coming down, and then they come over the intercom, privates, not PTs, it's going to be your dress uniform. Go ahead and get ready. Your dress uniform. So we're all like putting that on. And like half of us are like have it on, and they're like, "Oh, privates. It's going to be the ACUs. Go ahead and put on the ACUs and come on down." So we're all changing that. Privates. It's going to be the ACU bottoms. PT shirt. Left foot should be a white sock. Right foot should be a black sock. Right foot should be a shower shoe. Left foot should be a boot. And your PT cap. And we're like, what the fuck? So then we're all putting that on, like, privates. Just put on your ACs. Stop being idiots. We're like, Roger Joseph. Roger Joseph. We're the ones being idiots. Roger. But yeah, no, that was always funny. That shit always made me laugh.
So we had a response. He called it the change parade. Never heard that before.
Oh, where they'd like make you put on the different uniforms?
Yeah. Change parade.
I can't remember what club we used to call it, but it was a name for it. That's what we got hit with that.
But that was very rare. Like, they very rarely hit us because, I mean, most people are just in the right uniform most of the time.
Now, I mean, I had to play. We called it the changing game. That's what and this happened at AIT for me.
Oh.
It didn't happen at basic training. But like I remember our drill sergeant. We didn't have drill sergeants. We had our platoon sergeant, Sergeant Den, and he put out that final formation on a Sunday was going to be in PTs. All right. So me and my battle showed up in PTs. And we like literally get down the stairs and we're like looking out the windows and we're like, fuck, why is everybody else in ECUs? And I'm like, nah, dude, he said PTs, right? He was like, yeah, he said PTs. And we turn around and fucking, our platoon sergeant's right there. And he's like, you already fucked it up. Get out in formation. We're like, damn. Because we would have ran up and changed and just been fucking late. Yeah. So we go out there, and, like, our platoon guide was like, what? Like, looking at us like, what the fuck? And we're like, this morning this was put out. And then they were like, oh, well, this afternoon this was put out. We're like, we were off base. Like,
yeah, nobody
fucking said anything to us. Nah, dude, for at least 2 hours, we were changing fucking uniforms and all sorts of shit.
Dang.
And then, Den was like, oh, I'm missing time with my family because of this shit. I'm like, fucker, you could have just told us, like, you're fucking wrong, fix it. No big deal. No, you had to take it to the next level over some bullshit. Yep.
Yeah, that's even like, there's like, I don't know. I feel like there's a respectable reason why you two weren't in it.
I mean, either way, we were wrong. We came down the stairs, saw we were wrong, and we had time, too. That's what pissed me off the most. We were like 15 minutes early to formation. We had plenty of time to go back up the stairs and change it.
It's part of why you should always be 15 minutes early, is in case something changes, you can correct yourself as quickly and efficiently as possible. What do I know?
Yeah. Why is the standard the standard?
Why is the standard the standard? Crazy concept.
All right, next comment. There were no more training weapons, so not really a punishment, but I had to carry a parking lot cinder block for my weapon, weighed like 50 pounds, and had to take it everywhere for about 2 months.
Oh, fuck, that sounds like hell.
One time I had okay, that does sound shitty. Fucking, I'm just trying to understand for sure. Parking lot cinder block. Are we talking like the strip?
No way. You think so? Like,
Well,
where
like,
they
'cause I
they
don't feel
use
like-
to mark an actual parking?
Yeah, like I just don't feel like a A cinder block doesn't weigh 50 pounds.
Yeah, no, probably not. No.
So
Yeah, it's got. I mean, that thing. That
thing is.
I could see that weighing 50 pounds.
I mean, damn.
It's got to be one of the smaller ones.
Dude,
like,
that would suck though.
That would suck. I mean, it's crazy.
Eh? Yeah.
Especially considering a rifle only weighs like 10 pounds.
Yeah, they're like 7 or some shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway. The second thing he said is one time I had a second lieutenant, new to the unit, and just fucked up. Drive a Humvee in neutral while his 3 enlisted teammates pushed the truck for about 5 miles. I'd be pissed too. I had told them to pack everything they needed for field training exercise, and they forgot the damn antennas for the truck radios. We were able to do all the training still, but I figured Lieutenant needed a leadership lesson. So he sat there steering while his team pushed us around for a while.
I mean,
at first I thought that the lieutenant was just a dumbass and put it in neutral thinking it was in drive, thought it was broken, but...
so that was a punishment for the lieutenant.
Yeah.
He had to steer while his soldiers pushed him.
Yeah.
Damn, who is this that he can punish a lieutenant? That's crazy.
That's a good question. I don't know.
That dude's got to be somebody.
No, I can probably be a 7. I can see that happening with Sony. And just be like a.
He would just need to have the backing of the commander.
Yeah, but I don't need to be
like legit.
Yeah, just be legit. Yeah, but I think even without the.
Yeah, brand new lieutenant would probably just listen to a 7.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm like, even if he's not brand new, I'm like, kind of the.
Oh, brother, if I'd been a lieutenant for a little minute and any fucking enlisted tried to tell, besides like maybe like a first sergeant or something tried to tell me what to do.
I don't know if that's the right answer.
I'm just saying. I mean, you a platoon leader, he's a platoon sergeant. We same, but different. I don't know. This coming from a dude who's, been enlisted his whole career, been doing it for, I don't know.
Rapport is real.
Rapport is real. It is true, but
sure.
If you have a good enough rapport with your platoon sergeant, that shouldn't even be that should never have even happened. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just like a conversation that happens offline. That's what that is. You don't corrective action, lieutenant. You talk to them offline.
Yeah. But that lieutenant's a fuck up.
Now, if he's a fuck up, I don't know, man. If he's a fuck up, that's I've personally never had a fuck up lieutenant, so I can't speak. I always just had the go hard or go home lieutenants that they just always be trying to do extra shit. So, and then we just have to politely explain to them that they're trying to do too much.
Because honestly, man, right? Like in a fuck up lieutenant type situation, I could very easily imagine a 7 talking to command group 8 and a fucking 03, and then the word at the end of it just being like, hey, do whatever you want with them. I could very easily imagine that happening.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. That now, I guess if it's a fuck up lieutenant, it has to be a fuck up lieutenant. It can't be like a one mistake kind of thing, an offshoot, a deviation from the norm, if you will. Because that would just take a conversation like, hey, sir, if we look bad in front of our soldiers, they lose faith in our leadership abilities, that kind of a conversation. But yeah, if he's just a fuck up, fucking up so much he's fucking down. Yeah. Anyway, 10 dicks. Next comment.
So this, we'll see if we understand the reference. So he says dated reference, but I recall seeing a cinder block with ANCD written on it with permanent marker not long after I got out and started contracting. Didn't know who, but the why was obvious.
ANCD?
No.
I don't either.
Yeah, it said dated. I'm a baby.
I mean, I'm not a baby, but fuck, bro. I don't know. ANCD.
This shit from Vietnam era. Yeah, I don't know.
I got nothing.
I don't either.
I was trying to run in my head what ANCD could stand for, but I got nothing.
Any responses?
No, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not.
If anybody knows what ANCD stands for, please let us know in the comments or something.
Yeah, hit us with a comment.
Or original poster.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, original poster. I mean, tell us a story on how you learned what ANCD stood for.
Like, bring us into the loop.
Well, and I'm starting to wonder. I mean, bro's call sign is apparently Mario, so I mean there can't be that many out there with that call sign. I'm just saying.
It's a me.
It's Mario.
That's awesome.
Anyway, but yeah, we'll move on to the next one. It's a little bit longer. Alright, so dude said we had some colonel check in a bag of expensive golf clubs after some issues with people not securing the baggage area door that opened in front of the flight line gate. We briefed everyone that they needed to monitor the door and there'd be consequences if it was found left open. 30 minutes later, after we did our walk around and come back, the freaking door is open. We secure it, then decide to take the golf clubs and hide them to make the airman that was in charge of the area sweat a little. We call him into the supervisor's office and are like, what the fuck? We just briefed you guys to secure the door. Where's the colonel's golf clubs? Of course, he looked like a deer in the headlights, went and searched the baggage area, and came back and is like, they're gone, what do I do? We sent him all over the terminal, let him spend the next few hours checking every nook and cranny, comes back in the office, legit unknowingly, stands right in front of the bag. We tell him we're going to have to contact SFS for a possible left, contact ADHOC and the NCICs. He's probably going to end up with paperwork finally. When he looked like he was going to cry, we told him to turn around and he sees the bag, sighs, and we're like, you going to leave the door unsecured again? He said, no ma'am, no sir.
Damn, man, that's fucked up.
He's like, good, then we're all set. Go sweep and organize the baggage area and send him on his way.
That's so fun.
I mean, yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a respectable. I mean,
in the end, it was innocent. Yeah. I mean, but I don't know what rank this dude was or like how long they'd been in. It sounds like probably the Air Force.
Yeah. Relatively new. From the sounds of it. I mean, it's definitely teaching them one of those lessons that they'll never forget. So I feel like that's important. You ain't gonna make that mistake ever again. You're gonna double check that fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've missed something as simple as like shutting a door before, and like I didn't even get like a serious punishment, or like maybe I caught it myself, but I was like, oh fuck, like if this would have been caught or something would have been gone, like oh fuck me, like that would be terrible. Like I would beat myself up over it. So it wouldn't even take somebody else correcting me, because I would fucking corrective action myself by just stressing out over it, and then I'd fucking ADHD the damn door and double check it 18 times because I could never remember if I locked it or not. Shit like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, this next one is like a kind of a old school traditional. So he says, saw a guy walking around at the defect in Iraq with a giant sign hanging on him drawn like an ID card. Dude lost his ID and this was his punishment. Yeah. This just reminds me of the clock. Like,
yeah, that's
very, very similar to the clock.
Yeah. We've seen people make like damn near life-size printouts of or like person-size printouts of cat cards. Like they'll just take the picture and make just a huge photo picture of it, and they'll make them carry that around.
I mean, you've seen those banner printers, right? Like marketing has the banner printers, so I mean, it's a pretty typical thing for the military to have. So if you just do a banner printout,
that shit gotta be so lame.
Yeah, you just carry it, and it's like nobody has a good CAC picture. Nobody. There's no military ID out there that has a good picture. So if you make a fucking banner-sized picture of somebody's picture, that's embarrassing because that's probably your worst picture you have.
Pull that shit out your inventory. What I'm bogey and shit. Yeah, that's me, boss.
And then like you're just carrying around like this fucking huge banner.
Motherfucker actually two-sided. Actually has a barcode. You go in on post, you got it.
So anytime we had a commander that would do that. Anytime he had to write that little memo so you can get a new cat card, he would make a banner out of it too. and that would be it. He's like, all right, when you get it, you need to bring me your ID. And then he that was like something he did. He would just make his own banners. So he would make banners of people's IDs. It was
Dude, this next super fucked up.
Oh, super fucked up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like one of those. I don't know. It's like one of those things as somebody that's like worked in maintenance for a long time. It's like one of those things that you don't think about until like the reality check hits, and this is a reality check for this person. No,
that's fair.
Not to cut you off.
No,
but so next comment. Guy had a guy who signed off aircraft maintenance as complete when it hadn't been done. It was on a flight critical component. It was on flight critical components that wouldn't have been seen once other parts were installed. We made him write individual letters of apology to the families of every member of the crew that would have been on board if the problem hadn't been caught.
Oh yeah. Stories, man. I'm telling you, writing letters. That shit brings it home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You gotta look Mama Cone in the face, bro. Daddy Cone.
That shit brings it home, man. I'm telling you.
Fucked up.
I'll always do essays. Nobody ever wants to fucking write essays, to include myself. But
no. Yeah. We had a couple of responses. So this dude said, heard about a dude in my unit whose credentials were used to sign off some MAF for a weekly inspection on part of an aircraft. Only problem was the Marine who used his credentials forgot the guy was on leave in the U.S. and we were in Japan. That did not go well for the Marine who used his credentials.
That's crazy. Why would you not just check it off with your own credentials?
Gotta be smoother.
Probably because he didn't actually do it. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you fucking get creative and decide, look, man, if you're gonna do some fucked up shit and you ain't willing to claim your own fucked up shit, like you're a part of the problem,
right?
But it just might have been a situation where it's like it needs a supervisor signature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if I'm gonna sign something with your signature on it, I'm gonna make sure it's fucking right because that's fucked up.
Agreed.
If I put your name on some bullshit, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I would never throw anybody up under the bus like that.
Wholeheartedly agree.
I'm gonna put my own name on it if I think it could be wrong. Now, if I think it's right and it's wrong, I mean, hey, look, my bad, man. Like you made me do it, so you gotta take that L. But
look what you made me do.
You see what I did? You let me put your credentials on this shit. Like what the fuck?
But, the next response said if he had been where I worked, he would have been removed from on-aircraft work and would have been placed in a back office job.
Can't be mad at that.
For our aircraft maintainers, being removed from aircraft for safety reasons can be career-ending.
Hey,
oh, yeah.
Definitely. Cannot disagree.
Unfortunately, can't be mad at it, bro.
No. Yeah. It's not something you kind of fuck with.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
All right, next. Losing NBGs in the swamp at Fort Polk.
Damn.
Tragic.
Tragedy has struck.
Yeah.
No expensive NVGs are?
You out of there. Sorry.
Depends on which ones, but yes, they're expensive either way.
Fucking red dots, man. We lost a red dot before.
Yeah. Fucking like CCOs or whatever.
CCO you want to, yeah.
Cost that commander what, like $1,600, something like that?
Take it.
Yeah. But the only response to this was you're about to get corrective training for not following directions. And then next comment, it says, we saw someone have to do the koala bear thing once. No idea what they did.
What, like hug a tree?
I don't know. And then the response was they showed up and were the new guy, was a tradition for new soldiers in my platoon.
To hug a tree?
The koala bear thing?
Best I got is wrap your arms or legs around a tree. That's what koala bear.
So, we used to do this to new wrestlers. It was super fucked up. It was fun. Yeah, we would ace the shit out of people. It was all in good fun. It wasn't like harmful in any way. We helped them out. So, but we would make them do the whole like thing where they like put their foot in a certain way over the pole and they put the other foot in their leg and then you like slowly sit them down over themselves. And we never had anybody that was able to get out of that except, well, I don't even think he did. But you essentially have to like pull yourself up the tree or the pole to unwrap your legs because like your own weight like kind of locks you in a knot essentially.
Oh yeah. I know what
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I get you.
For the koala. I don't know. I didn't look it up, but yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta like wrap your leg around itself or some shit, or around the other leg. Yeah, I know. Sure.
All right. Next comment. Soldier left their weapon in a porta shitter, found and turned into the MPs in Kuwait. So the entire squad had to 550 cord their rifles to their bodies for a week.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah,
This sounds
I
pretty.
mean,
normal.
it's pretty classic. Yeah, like I feel like that happens far more often than it should for that to be such a classic thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
losing your weapon is just wild to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a place, well, Kuwait's not really.
I mean, it depends on when this was, but yeah.
Yeah, nah. Any type of situation like that, losing that bitch is great.
But that, and most of the time, if you're in Kuwait, you're usually running operations in like Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, wherever. So the fact that you're probably just like taking a break of running operations in one of them more locations that you need your rifle, is just that's fucking wild to me.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. Like shit. I would stress out if I even thought I didn't know exactly where my weapon was. I don't know.
All right, sorry. So this dude put in like there's like 6 comments.
Oh yeah.
For the same guy. He said soldier lost their CAC card shortly after they got it. Had to carry around an unfoldable 5x3 foot cardboard ID card with full color
Right. See,
drawing of themselves.
Same shit. Same shit. Yeah.
It just, I mean, this is
I don't
never
think it
happened
was
to me,
quite
but it's
5x3, but it was the banners were pretty large. But that's funny. I love that.
And then this next one, soldier missed PT, had to stand outside the barracks for 3 hours a day for 3 days doing sets of push-ups, sit-ups, or sprints by any Joe walking by who requested it. And the Joe would sign a huge sheet verifying that they requested until they had done 30 sets of each.
Damn.
That's
fucked up.
That was fucked up. Man,
Shit.
just missed 1 day of PT. Damn. Next one is soldier tossed his paper towels in the bathroom and missed the trash can, didn't pick them up, and was seen by an NCO who put them on duty all week outside the bathroom. Every time anyone left the bathroom, they had to go in and inspect that the bathroom was clean.
Damn.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. The whole week is kind of
the
wild.
whole week, yeah. I mean, this.
Yeah, both of them shit's wild.
Like, so when you get punishments that are like that long,
Paperwork, I might take that.
it's not even just that. It's like, what are our soldiers actually doing that we can just take them out of their job for an entire week to just corrective action them?
Yeah.
Like a couple hours, sure, I might give you that. Like somebody else could cover down, but for a week?
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, like, even on the active duty side, like, I get it. Like, we get paid to do some dumbass, simple shit.
Yeah.
But, like, you still have a job.
Yeah, there's still a job there.
There's still a job that we're supposed to be doing, and, like, just having somebody stand around the latrine to make sure that it's, like, clean. Like, it's just something that you do at the fucking end of the day. Like, instead of making them stand there the whole fucking day and check after every single person leaves, like, just have them clean the bathroom for a fucking week.
Yeah. There are just,
I don't know. It just seems.
There are some times where I just really genuinely wonder what some jobs do on a day-to-day basis in active duty.
Oh, it's not a lot. I'll tell you that.
No. I mean, like, I've talked with some. I mean, like, recruiting's different, obviously. Cause
Yeah, I mean,
similar shit, but.
Yeah. But there are even times where, like, we don't have a lot going on, like spring break, summer break, stuff like that, where you're trying to find stuff to do just to get out there and recruit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still a job to do. You still got to put people in the guard or the military, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But, yeah, no, that last one was crazy. It's kind of wild. All right. Next one we got is soldier forgot their headgear at the end of the day formation and showed up anyways. For 2 weeks, the other than PT, they had to have their beret, patrol cap, boonie cap, cold weather cap, PT cap, and Kevlar with them at all times.
Damn.
I was about to say I would just make them wear their Kevlar everywhere they go.
Damn.
That would
making them have all of that with them is
That shit wild.
wow.
That is pretty
It's
funny.
just like asking for them to lose their Kevlar. Honestly.
Brother, yeah, you're gonna put that thing down, and that bitch gonna get going. You're gonna put the boonie cap down, and that bitch gonna go.
Yeah.
And I would have them show up in a different hat for each formation.
Something. You gotta do something.
Hey, first formation, I need you to wear your boonie cap. Alright. We gotta do a lunch formation before I break you guys for chow. I'm gonna need you to show up in your in your fucking beret. Nah, yeah, I like that. That's funny.
Yeah. Alright, this one. Soldier was late to formation twice when I was their NCO, and I knew they had a habit of it prior, so I had them arrive 30 minutes prior to every formation and record the first 20 soldiers who arrived by name and what time they got there for 2 weeks.
Damn.
These were what I called good role models and highly suggested they start hanging out with these people.
Damn.
I, of course, was there 35 minutes early to ensure they were there early as well.
Damn, that's smooth. I ain't gonna lie.
That's one of those things that, like, anytime that you punish somebody, and it's the same thing goes for, like, a counseling. There's a plan of action, right? And then there's, like, how you, as the person counseling this individual, is going to ensure that it's the plan of action is accomplished. You're literally giving yourself more fucking work by doing a counseling. So, like, I like this. Other than that, then you have to show up 35 minutes early. But, like, you're already going to be there, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And that ensures that you're going to be on time, because you don't want to be the NCO that's fucking late when you're punishing somebody for being late.
Yeah.
I do like this one.
Smooth.
It's very smooth. Very smooth.
I don't know about recording the first 20 people. That's a wild number, but like maybe like the first 5 to 10.
Yeah, I guess that ensures that. But that's the thing. Like, if you think about it, first 5, you could probably put the same 5 people every single time, because the same 5 people are probably going to show up early.
That's true.
But if you do 20, like, that is a wild number. You know, like, it's going to vary, especially what time they showed up.
Yep.
Like, you could fucking BS that, you know?
Yeah.
For 5. But for 20...
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I'm guessing he was a seasoned NCO. Like, I don't think this was like a new NCO. I don't think. But, all right, last couple. So we got. I know of a basic platoon that was made to get in their beds and mark time. They were notorious for not making their beds.
So what? Like, just stomp your feet in your bed, like sit there and pick your feet up, so that way you were like kicking the sheets up.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay. What do we do on March? Dress and go up.
That one's just odd. Next comment. Battalion commander MPO'd from my house. Company commander told me I couldn't stay in the barracks. Platoon commander told me if I stayed with an NCO off base, we'd both be hit for fraternizing. Apparently, filing for divorce means I should be homeless.
Dang.
Huh.
Hey, it got weird.
Damn, that's odd. I mean, like, I get what they're saying, right? Because, like, there's a line. But, like, just to this is assuming that somebody's doing something they're not supposed to when an NCO is just taking care of their soldiers. So this is my opinion, but I don't know. Let's hear your take on this.
So, like, for me, I guess, because, I mean, you got to be separated when you file for divorce, right? You're supposed to be separated for a year.
Depending on where you live, but yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if you reach the point where you're... I mean, I guess if the wife doesn't have anywhere to go either. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Or
well, I'm guessing that this was... It's just my guess, based off of what it says. But, like, it's probably a female getting divorced from a male partner that is potentially staying with a male NCO. And that's why they're saying, like, you're going to get hit for fraternization, you and the NCO. I'm assuming that the other person isn't an NCO, they're a lower enlisted.
Yeah. So it sounds like.
So, I mean, like, I get where there should probably be a line, but, like, if you were married and now you're not married, but, like, the paperwork hasn't gone through to you for you to be able to live in the barracks because you're technically on paper married and married people aren't allowed to live in the barracks. We got issues.
Mm-hmm.
But motherfuckers worry about that. Seen a lot of weird situations.
Yeah, that one's just kind of wild.
That one's just kind of off. Like, I mean, Anyway, next one says I had 2 Marines come in hungover in an air wing unit. They spent the next 2 weeks pushing a very heavy generator around the flight line with a shop vac plugged in and swept the flight line for a week. The area was probably the size of 10 football fields, and after a week they barely made a day in it.
Damn.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. They'd be lucky if they got through like 2 freaking football fields.
Damn.
Shit.
That generator with the shop vac. Damn.
Yeah, that one's kind of wild.
Fraud, waste, and abuse.
I'm telling you, man, it goes back to like that's some shit that you just have them cleaning for a week.
Yep.
What else could they have been
What
doing?
else could they have been doing?
Like, if they work on a flight line, I feel like there's something important going on here.
Right. Well, and I'm also looking at it like, you can make me do some dumbass shit when I'm on the clock. But if you make me do some dumbass shit when I'm supposed to not be on the clock, I'm probably going to learn faster.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right?
And I mean, military, you're on the clock 24/7. So if I normally get off at 5,
but if you still have commander's time from like 5 to fucking
so like
whenever PT is, right?
Yeah.
You know, like that's still your time.
So even if you just take like an hour, like, hey, everybody else gets going at 5, but you staying with me for an hour. You take an hour of people's free time.
Something. Because, I mean, that's the other thing, too. Like, especially on a flight line. Flight lines run 2 12-hour shifts, generally.
Yeah.
Right? And so you could just be like, hey, they're yours for the next 2 hours at the end of your shift. And you're just kind of handing it off to whoever your counterpart is on the other side. So, like, if you're the foreman for the morning to the evening shift, and then you hand them off to the foreman of the evening shift, and you're like, hey, they fucking showed up hungover, like, they get an extra 2 hours duty. You're handing that off to another person that is going to, hopefully.
But then that takes a conversation like, hey, look, I'm trying to prove a point to these guys. Like, you know, I'm losing work out of them because they're hungover, so I'm gonna get work out of them.
Yeah.
On the back end, like I'm gonna take that. But yeah, so you just gotta get.
I just feel like there's a better way.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think this is funny.
It is funny. Don't get me wrong.
And it's just creative.
Just the more I think about it, like I'm like, man, the time it took you to A, think of that, B, get them to like understand what you need them to do, and then C, them to do it.
Yeah.
They could have been that is A, B, C of productivity you're losing. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know, man. And then I wonder why we get lost in the bureaucratic bullshit sometimes. But that's all. I've learned a lot from these stories.
So I like this next one. This one is one that I agree with.
Hit me with it.
While not exactly fun, the most effective and practical corrective action was having to create a lesson and then stand up in front of the squad and present it to them. The presentation was on what he did wrong and what's the correct way to do it, including references to the SOPs. Yeah. Everyone benefits more from this than push-ups or digging a hole. Learning takes place. I like this.
I love that. I love everything about that. That is...
It's like writing an essay, but better.
That's the best. Definitely 100% the best I could have heard.
It's good. Very good. Yeah, the best even.
Some might say it was the best. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm behind that. That gets the Hunter approval. I think everyone... Do what?
I said, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I thought you was talking shit about that.
No. I've literally had to do that.
that one
I've had to do this too. I've had to teach a class on the proper.
I just have to teach. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Just after some of the stories you told, that makes sense. I'm not saying you're a bad driver. I'm just saying it makes sense. Yeah, no. I mean, you know, I'd even go as far as like if you do something like if you do something dumb and you just get caught, like, you know, the whole acquiring things. Like, I talked about how I had my one soldier who, anytime I needed something, I would be like, hey, man, we need to get this. He'd be like, you need it or, like, you just need it? I was like, nah, bro, like, I don't care where it comes from. I just need it to happen. I need this object.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And motherfucker would just, we had fucking 3 companies working out of my one armory. My company always had everything we needed for all of our inspections and everything. Just saying. Other companies didn't.
I mean, so what you just said to me reminds me of the story that my old 2IC would tell me when he was in Iraq. So he was very well known for just acquiring shit when it was necessary and needed.
Absolutely.
And so at I don't remember where he was, but at the base he was at, there was a SEAL team that had their camp inside the fob, right? And so I guess he was close with some of them, because a lot of the 12 Bravos would work with the SEAL team on a regular basis. And so one of them was like, "Yeah, we're trying to get a forklift, like a skyjack forklift, to move a smoker pit into the camp, you know." And I'm just like, "Oh, this is just some like Navy SEAL bullshit going on for sure."
No.
And he was like, "All right, well, when and where do you need it?" He was like, "Well, what do you mean?" He's just like, "Well, just name the time and the place, and like I'll have it there." So he found a forklift that the Marine Corps had that they left the keys in, and he took the plates off, like the name plates, the identifying plates off of it, and like hid them somewhere, and like drove it over there, moved it for them, and then they hid it like in this line of other forklifts, just like fucking out on the airline somewhere.
Awesome. Yeah, that's fucking great.
And then it was like a few weeks later, the Marine Corps people were coming around like, "Hey, we're missing this forklift, whatever." And then he was like, "I just went out that night and like put the stuff back on it, and then just left the key book on someone's desk." And was like, "Oh, like we found this when we were out doing whatever the fuck they were doing." Just that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, crazy. I like it though.
He had some good stories. All right. Last comment. As an NCO, I had these 2 Marines under me that were constantly at each other's throats for cultural reasons. One was Cuban and the other was Mexican. Both were brought over illegally as very young children and were getting the citizenship via the military. After, like, their third "my country has a harder time getting here" fist fight, I was like, neither of you were old enough to even remember the crossing, and one of you doesn't even speak Spanish. Stand here at the POA with your yaps shut while I figure out how to deal with you two. I took an MRE spoon and cut it in half, then sent them to clean out pad eyes. One had to hold one side of the spoon while the other had to hold the other side of the spoon so they could learn teamwork. They still hated each other, but they hated me more. You know, more. Enough to stop bickering with each other constantly. So mission accomplished, I guess.
Hey,
that community better.
That is wild. That man was like, y'all weren't even old enough to know the struggle, and on top of that, you don't even speak Spanish, bro. How are you gonna claim that, and you don't even speak the language?
That's why I said I knew, but I just knew it was some Hispanic people. I knew it, bro. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, bro.
I just don't understand. Like,
I mean, there's beef between Hispanic from the west coast of America and Hispanic from the east coast of America.
Yes.
Like
yes.
Motherfucker, y'all all in America. But that's that's wild to me. That's
I mean, y'all got here. You're here now.
Yeah. Let's just
let it be.
Embrace that it was a struggle, and
both of your families committed, and they got through the struggle, and now you're here.
So, and and now and all this for you to have a better life.
Yeah.
Guess what? You have it, a better life. So how about we just move past this? Let's move on.
Take our slice of grateful pie.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Exactly,
I mean, I guess that could go either way because I've just never ran into it where they're like fighting all the time. I feel like people usually bond over shit like that.
Well,
depends.
Yeah.
In some ways. I mean, like,
it's all until they'll bond until they start actually talking about the differences in their in their country. The moment the differences come up, that's when it's a problem. But in the beginning, it's just shared struggle, and shared struggle is a bond. But the minute it becomes, oh yeah, we do this in mine. Oh well, we do this in mine. Well, fuck you for that. Like I was like, whoa, what the fuck? All right, cool. How'd we get here? But
Interesting.
Same, but different.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that wraps up the pod for today. But as always, thank you all for joining. Please remember to follow, subscribe, hit like on all of our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, and then anywhere that you get your podcasts, we should be there now.
All them motherfuckers.
All of them. All of them. So thanks, and stay stuck with us. So until next time.
Quack. I don't know.